Welcome everybody to another Voice of Nick live stream. We're going to be playing more of The Witcher 3 tonight. And let's get some hype right off the bat for the Goonie, who sent over this copy of the game. Thank you to the Goonie. Let's get a hype in there. Send some love for the Goonie. Now, ladies and gents, if you don't know the channel you're watching, it's called The Voice of Nick. On here I stream 3 times a day, 7 days a week. The games we play are all story-focused games, and they're what we call ultra-blind playthroughs. So I don't talk over story or cutscene moments, but I do request no one utilize their pre-existing knowledge of the game. If you want to see more of what happens on here, you can type !games in the chat. You'll get a full list of all 4 concurrent gameplay series going right now, including The Witcher 3. And if you like what you see today, then keep your eyes out because there's something even cooler coming up. We are going to be going to Tokyo, ladies and gentlemen, in a mere 14 days now. 14 days. I'm going to be in Tokyo, Japan with a live streaming backpack. So on this channel, you're going to see a whole lot of Japanese streaming. That's going to be a really, really good time. Welcome, Silent Witness, first in the chat. And let's get an exclamation mark high for Silent Witness. Good to see you. Gaming Hour in the chat as well. Talking about, yeah, our biggest, highest climbing stream is Duolingo, which is, I guess, in the 200s now. It's pretty crazy, right? That's definitely our longest playthrough series. I think our other longest playthrough series would be, we got into like the 90s for something. Maybe Dragon Quest. We got like 80 or 90 or something like that. That was a pretty long one. But yeah, we've had some pretty long ones. Witcher 3 will certainly be up there in the annals of longest gameplay series, if not the longest by the time we're done with it. Now, guys, let's jump into it. Let's get it loading up here. We have plenty of landscape to explore. Thank you, Gaming Hour, for posting those links, by the way. How's everybody doing tonight? How are you guys feeling? How are you doing? I am ready for some witching, although I'm really thinking a lot about the movies. I want to play the movies again. That game was a lot of fun. It reminds me of when we were playing Jurassic World Evolution, where like there was so much, you know, stuff that we could do and things we could name and all sorts of crazy things to do. So I'm really gonna enjoy that.
Triss could not help Geralt, yet she did direct him to Corrine Tilly, an Oniromancer and an expert at finding the lost and the missing. Guided by Corrine Tilly, the Witcher had a dream. In it, Ciri and I, the bard Dandelion, were reunited. Geralt now knew that to find Ciri, he would first need to find his dear old friend.
Oh look, you can see Geralt's shadow in the door frame. I didn't see that before. Yeah, I was saying I would have thought AC Origins was the longest. That's definitely up there. I don't know how many episodes that one was, but I think AC Origins might be one of the longest amounts of time between the first and last episode, because it took us so many months to finish that game. But I'm pretty sure Dragon Quest, I remember posting a stat on Instagram stories about how that was the most like number of episodes. So it might have been that the AC episodes were longer per episode or something like that. What are we doing here? Oh, haunted house. Okay.
You know it, the neighborhood's full of them.
Long live Geralt of Rivia, our savior!
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. It's quite nice of him.
Bodes ill. Rotten luck.
Hold on a second. Oh, hold on. I just got a new phone, and now my Nest app needs to sign in. Geralt, walk around. I had that Face ID, although my Face ID doesn't seem to do anything. Hold on. There we go. You know, saying I can't wait for you to start Odyssey. It's definitely on the short list of games now. It's been enough time between. Odyssey or Origins was like one of the first really long games that we've played on this channel and finished. Because at the beginning I was kind of like not that comfortable with doing long games, and so And now we really have. I don't know why this isn't working here. Hold on a second. Sorry. No, it's because I typed my thing wrong. I have a fancy air conditioner that is controlled by your phone, but since I got a new phone, now I have to re-sign into it, and I just can't remember my password. Okay. No. No. And good. Okay. Now we're good to go. Hooray! Yeah, no, I'm really excited for Odyssey. Because Origins was one of the first long games that we did, and I was like, when we finished it, I was like, oh, we gotta take some time between this, because, you know, we can't do 2 long games in a row. Cut to now, and we have 3 concurrent, like 100+ hour gameplay series going. We definitely are comfortable with doing long games now, so I think Odyssey is definitely in the same kind of wheelhouse. But I definitely want to finish at least one of these big long gameplay series of like Witcher, Yakuza, Sword Art before we move on to other stuff, because it was becoming so long between episodes of like Witcher or any of these games that it was like too hard to keep track of them for a while. Okay, remember this place? This is the haunted house that one guy had. Let's light this lantern here.
Ow! Don't pull!
Well, you wanted braids.
But I didn't want my hair pulled.
Can't have one without the other.
Then I don't want them.
What is that? Visit the haunted house again. What's our mission here? While strolling the bustling streets of Novigrad, Geralt came across a most intriguing notice. It suggested the man named de Jonquier had sold some poor fool the house which Sarah, the lovable yet mischievous godling, used as her dwelling and playground. The notice made it clear the new owner was not amused by his unwanted tenant's pranks. Geralt decided to check up on Sarah and see how she was doing. You're saying, SAO, you're welcome. Yeah, that's definitely a game that, like, it needs a lot more attention paid to it, because it is a big ol' gameplay series. That's been a whole lot of fun. Okay, so we want to go back up. We gotta figure out where Sarah is. Where are you? Oh.
Witcher, Witcher. Kareen, look who's come.
Live here together now? Didn't know.
Once you told me Sarah had been responsible for my nightmares, I decided to see if the devil's as scary as they paint him. Or her. I came in to find not a fiend, but our little Sarah. And I can't say why, but we took a liking to one another immediately.
Long ago, to isolate themselves from a world of beasts, humans began building cities. But since beasts prowl within stone walls as well as they do outside them, this did not allay human fears. The truth is, walls guarantee no one's safety. The place where you lock yourself in and lock all else out, that's not your home. Your home is sometimes a place you travel long and far to find.
That was a weird cutscene. All the cartoon cutscenes in this game are like really, really quiet, and we can't get them to be any louder. They're already at like max level. It's super weird.
Boom! Scare you?
Yes?
Yeah, I was saying I wish December would get here because I want the new SAO game. we'll certainly not be done with all the SAOs by then. But yeah, I'm definitely excited for you to be able to play it. I know that feeling of like just waiting on the new game to come out. Talk to Triss about the statuette. So we definitely have to do that. Although I don't wish December will be here because that means I'll already be back from Japan by then. Roach, how'd you get on that side of the river? What the heck, Roach? Get over here. He's just standing there. Roach. There we go. Come on, Roach.
You alright? You're pale as death. From now on, assume your every move's observed. Like a new race teach, you're a bigger race.
Whoa, whoa, what happened? Somebody's fighting me? I don't know what that was. You're saying, oh, you paid off Fallen Order because you thought it was out in October, but it comes out in November. Oh, well, it's good to have it early then, or have it, you know, done with early. I mean, but I didn't even know that game was coming out anytime soon. That's a nice surprise for me. Good stuff. It's too many games. Too many games.
Non-human I am. Look for your kind beyond the walls.
What is that? PE. Oh, there we go. We have to go down here. Let's light this candle.
Yes? Who are you here for?
Triss,
Told her from the start. No men, no pets. 'Tis a decent house for decent folk.
don't worry, won't stay long.
Yes, handsome.
Oh. You guys think you have to wait one more month for it? Well, that's good though, because it gives you time to finish up with Sword Art Lost Song. You're still playing that one, right? Or did you finish it? That's the thing, is like when a new game comes out, for me, or at least it doesn't happen to me anymore, as you've seen on stream, but I used to really always get distracted by the newest game. And that's like, for example, the reason I never finished Witcher 3 was because like something else probably came out and then I, you know, moved to that and forgot about Witcher 3. So that's the good part about having to wait, is that you get to finish up with the games you're already playing.
Yes, Geralt?
Been in Novigrad long?
Long enough to know how not to get caught and survive.
And before you came here, where were you?
Oh, places where I managed to get by without your help too. Which doesn't mean I'm not happy to see you.
See, you kept the Rose of Remembrance I gave you in Flotsam.
Seems so long ago. Probably because so much has changed.
So, sentimental value. That why you kept it?
Partly, though more as a warning.
Look what I picked up.
Artifact compression. Someone got themselves enchanted in this figurine.
Intend to decompress?
Of course. Whoever cast the spell on the poor soul must have forgotten about him.
Looks like a nobleman.
Could be just that. Come with me. I can't perform the ritual here. Everything's ready. Let's get to work.
Place is pretty grim.
True. It looks like a vampire's hideout. Which is why we can be pretty sure no one will bother us here. Give me the figurine and stand back.
Let's try it. Think it's a nobleman.
Be on your guard. It could be something far more dangerous. In Allen, Dwana, Ar Ice.
No! Coral, no! I can explain everything!
Coral?
I never looked at the lass. You are my one and only. Oh, you're not Coral. Some succubus. A delusion. Where am I?
So Coral enchanted him. Just like her.
If there's a more vindictive sorceress, I don't know her. Well, except maybe...
Coral's not here. In that case, come to me, succubus.
What is your name?
We're in Novigrad. Novigrad.
In Novigrad. Last I recall, I was in Oxenfurt, and Coral was furious. How can she demand fidelity when she herself is wanton as
youthful goats.
Exactly. Damn it! I feel as if I've been trampled by a herd of cattle. I've no notion what she did to me, but it seems you've delivered me from my misfortune. Here, take this. Have a good time. Paint the town Coral.
Whose taste has grown worse since you were sleeping with her. Come on, the kind-hearted gentleman will get along fine on his own.
Where'd Triss go? What? Garrison still struggling with Lost Song? Yeah, it sounds like it's pretty tough. But sometimes those are the best ones. Oh crap! Triss's area is boarded up. Alright, what else do we got here? Secondary quests. High stakes game at the Passiflora. Strong deck and 1,000 crowns. We definitely have 1,000 crowns. I wonder if we have a strong enough deck at this point. We didn't do the soothsayer thing. Lord of the Wood. So this is right outside the city. Let's see where the Passiflora is. Oh wait, where is this one? Blacksmith tools. This one is like, oh, it's probably in a Skellige or something like that. This one is right there, so let's go check that out. Game Everything, you're struggling with one fight. Yeah, that's how it was for us in Hollow Fragment, where like we'd be okay most of the time, and then there would be a boss that would come along and just completely savage us. Yeah, this game can be very unforgiving, so I understand the feeling.
Hey, not like that. Draw it out.
Come on, Roach.
Go, Roach. There you go. Good job.
Come closer. Don't be shy. To think a whole garrison is stationed.
Kill one more piece. Give you the keys to the city.
Degenerate's face.
Are we still trying to meet with every single girl at the place?
My eye. I wonder how much she's paid for contorting so...
Let's see what else is here. Amryn. I think that it marks them off once they have been collected, I guess we'll call it. Alright, well let's go meet with another lady then. Geralt's trying to collect them all. Hello, Amryn.
Sir. We trust our charms and skills will prove to your liking. What is it you wish?
You're an elf.
Easily recognized. I'm proud of it. Never thought to conceal it in any way.
From what I know, elves in Novigrad aren't exactly treated in a civil manner.
That's putting it lightly. But this is not the place to discuss that. You've come seeking pleasure, not to hear complaints.
I'm tired. Like to relax with a beautiful woman. Preferably an elf.
You've chosen well.
Damn, she won't even let him put his clothes on before he has to leave the room. So that now has marked her off of the list. She's not... Oh no, she does still have an icon. I don't know how that works then, because the other one definitely was marked off. I don't know where she was.
I'd give you a discount for heroic deeds, but madam, well...
Alright, let's go talk to the tavern person.
Could it be that all roads lead to the Passiflora? Welcome back. When I look at you, why, I almost regret I'm no longer on active duty.
Actually, I'd just like to buy something.
Alright, so let's buy... Not the wine. I guess we could buy food. We'll sell all this. Yeah. Buy some honeycombs? I don't know. I'm not sure which ones are good. I usually just buy chicken legs. That's the guaranteed good one.
Take care now.
Here we go.
No strong cards, no gold king. Shan't be entering, shall we? Yes?
Actually, hold on, let's save it.
So long.
Just in case.
Yes?
Bless you.
Heard you play for high stakes here.
Firstly, we must have the proper effects. Let's have a look at our cards, shall we? Cards are in order, but can we afford the buy-in?
We can.
Well, let's have a name then, and we shall issue an entry ticket.
Geralt of Rivia.
Gerard of Rivia. The match will start soon, but the hoi polloi must first be driven out. We will please wait. Achoo!
I don't think that's ever happened where we get a level up just for entering a mission.
Tournament participants only. Everyone else out. Achoo! We are cordially invited to come back tomorrow.
Well, well. Geralt of Rivia. And I was beginning to think this tournament would be a dreadful bore. I'm afraid winning coin from peasants, thugs, and faux aristocrats is no great source of satisfaction for me.
We know each other?
Let's say we've some mutual acquaintances. I've heard many good things about you. In vivid detail.
Place like this, that's more a warning than a recommendation. What's your name?
Sasha.
Sasha what? Or maybe just skip right to telling me your real name.
Place like this, Sasha will need to suffice.
Come to the Passiflora often? Seem to know everyone.
I'm here from time to time. I cannot say all the faces are familiar, but that is Patrick Hazelnut. Never goes anywhere without those three.
Met a man once who traveled with 2 Zeracanian warrior women as bodyguards, but those 3...
have other talents, clearly. The halfling's Bernard Tully, a farmer, claims to play for pleasure. But everyone wants to win, don't they? Best beware of that one. He's not particularly fond of others, outcasts, types like you. Ironic, since Phineas himself is a half-elf. And I'm certain you've heard of Count Tybalt. After all, he is the one who organized this tournament.
Actually, I haven't heard of him.
He's reputed to be fabulously wealthy. I can't say how true it is, but he was able to afford his title and the county that came with it.
Is this lady played by Sophie from Peep Show? I think that's a famous actress who's playing this lady.
All right. See you later, Sasha.
Try to chat up the other players before the tournament begins. We must all wait for Count Tybalt anyway.
I gotta look this up. I usually never do this, but I gotta look this up. I'm gonna close my eyes here real quick. No, I don't see anything. I don't want to look too closely. Okay.
Something unusual?
Apologies, but I must focus my thoughts before the match.
I can see that.
This will certainly serve me better than your conversation with Sasha has served you. I'd be wary of her.
Oh. Alright.
Hey there, handsome.
What?
Playing tournaments often?
What to you? Perhaps you'd wish to see my cards as well. Am I a hee-haw for you to fondle before you choose? Shall I wag my prick for you?
See your cards when we play.
You're unlikely to advance that far, mutant.
That's your fuck.
I'm new to this too. Took me ages to squirrel away the coin for the buy-in. Mushrooms are no quick route to riches.
You really a farmer?
Why not look it? Got a little farmstead just outside the city. Could sit there for days just watching things grow.
What's with the smell?
The smell? Anywho, mushrooms are all well and good, but one's got to get away at times. My lady, she was in tears, said I'd get my throat slit in overground. But I says to her, I says, Hortensia, what a chance. The best players, the rarest cards. She had to let me go.
Good luck to you.
Likewise. Now, that's the sporting spirit. Not like that half-elf over there who's been shooting me murderous glares this whole time.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our closed Gwent tournament. By closed, I mean more than the mere elite nature of the event. Anyone leaving the Passiflora before the end of play will be disqualified. That's rule number 1. Rules number 2, 3, and 4 are no fighting, dirty play, or magic tricks. We play for golden figurines. The winner will take them all, along with a monetary prize equal to 9 times the buy-in. Easy enough to calculate that 9 have entered. The tournament will consist of 3 rounds, The finalist emerging from said shall play me. Players will be paired by random draw. The groupings for the first round shall be read now.
Phineas and Tim Knott. Patrick Hazelnut and Harold Featherbuns. Gervolt of Rivia and Bernard Tull.
How about that?
Bramble Frontenstock and Madam Sasha.
Excellent.
A pleasant match to you all.
Won't mind any better. From the Yaruga to the Dragon Mountains.
Alright guys, here we go.
Apologies, but I must focus my thoughts before the match.
Yes?
Patrick's paramour.
I read one look is all it takes to get scabs.
Yes?
You were likely to advance that far, mutant.
Meow.
Welcome Captain Pantsman into the stream. Can we get an exclamation mark high for Captain Pantsman joining the show? Welcome on in. We are playing The Witcher 3 at the moment. We're about to enter a high-stakes tournament.
Starting at last. A year down the road, I'll be plying Hortensia and my lads with tales of this night. Let's play!
Alright, let's do our best. I'm not that confident in my deck, but we have been winning a lot with it, so let's see how this goes. Get rid of that. Okay, we got 2 Crinford Reavers, that's good. Do we really want... We have a lot of sword cards. It's a pretty good situation to be in. Alright, we'll keep this. Captain Pantsman, how's everyone? I'm doing pretty well. I rediscovered a favorite game of mine from my childhood, the movies, which we are now playing on stream in a gameplay series. It's a heck of a lot of fun. How about you? What have you been up to? How are you doing? Okay, let's put in... Okay. If he has a second one of these, he's gonna be screwing us. Whoa! But that doesn't get affected by the horn. That's a cool card though, Siri. Started your holiday today, nice. What holiday is it? Oh, you just mean like a vacation that you took. Oh crap, he had a spy? Yeah, crap. Dang it. Damn, this guy is thrashing us. We gotta pass, I guess. But he has the sheer manpower to just put in enough cards that he could beat us. Another spy? Oh my god. And he fogged us, so now, yeah, he's gonna beat us. Damn. Crap. Alright, so we have 5 cards to his 10. And we lost the first round. This is a massacre. Ugh. He has 10 cards. Cat Advancement saying the movies. Is that the one that plays like The Sims, but you're in charge of a studio? Yes, it is. And it's a really good game still, even 14 years later. It's really hard to get it to run on Windows 10 though, because you can't get it digitally anywhere. it's completely out of print, and none of the drivers are compatible. There's a whole bunch of problems with it. God. This guy is thrashing us to the core. Oh, jeez. What is this card? Doubles all units in that row. But that's not going to double his guy that he has there. See, yeah, he beat us for sure. We're not even close. This guy completely thrashed us.
Ha! Who would have thought? Thank you for a game well played.
So, how did you fare in the first round?
Tournament's over for me, I'm afraid.
Not necessarily. I have a proposition for you. Shall we discuss it upstairs? Lovely view from the terrace.
All right.
There we go. Captain Pansman saying, I think I was a little too inexperienced with that game at the time to enjoy it. It's, I was kind of the same way where I couldn't think strategically, but I always liked it just because I liked movies. So yeah, I don't know. I'm really enjoying it now.
You look fucking amazing. On top of me.
Oh, that's a heck of a cough.
Alone at last.
What did you want to talk about?
A cartload of coin. That's the grand prize, you know. I can't speak for you, but I'd prefer it didn't land in the wrong hands. And luck can be so undependable. Frankly, one should simply take the coin, subtly, you know, without bothering the others.
Huh. As propositions go, this is not exactly what I was expecting. You don't seem like a...
Thief? True, it's not my day job. Which is why I could use some help.
Why tell me?
I'm a woman. I'm in need of that coin. And Geralt of Rivia would never abandon a woman in need. Or so I heard.
Who'd you hear it from?
Fringilla Vigo. She told me of your adventures in Beauclair. Apparently you're dependable. So long as the cause is just.
Doesn't seem like a just cause to me.
What if I told you my life depended on it?
Wouldn't believe you. Fringilla also mentioned I'm easy to manipulate.
She said you could be trusted. Very well. I'll have to manage on my own.
Oh. I guess that's that. As much as that hurts, that's the way our story played out. See, I thought they were going to do a lot more back and forth there, but we actually just botched out of the whole mission right there. Oh well. That's the way Geralt's story played. Just gotta tell myself that. And the way I play my games, my RPGs, is that I'll never go back. I'll never reload a save just to get, you know, some kind of content that I missed out on. So that's it. Damn, that one hurts. That really hurts. Yeah. Here we go. Lord of the Wood, Gwent, Crookback, Captain Pantsman saying I tend to run 2 or 3 save files when I play an RPG. Yeah, I mean, well, I have hundreds of save files in Witcher 3, but only just in case the game, you know, gets corrupted or something. But yeah, it's like a personal sort of like it's like a personal credo of mine that I'll never. I'm more interested in having it be like quote unquote the story of what happened to my version of Geralt than seeing all the content. I would rather have an interesting game than just see everything that they had in the game. Yeah, which is the reason that we always have to, when people come into the streams and try to give me like advice or whatever, I say like, I'd rather die 100 times and miss an entire section of the game than be helped in any way, which is true. And that includes going back and reloading saves just to get like a piece of content that I would have otherwise gotten. Treasure hunt. What's the thing I was gonna do? There was another thing. Oh, it was this. Broken flowers.
My hair just done. The rain will ruin it.
Let's go.
Yeah, for me it's like the artistry of the game is in not knowing. It's in not knowing what crap. What the developers had in store for you. It's in the implication of other things. Oh, we actually lost the opportunity. I guess because there is probably a card that we could only get from that mission. We lost the opportunity to collect all the Gwent cards. Interesting. So I guess you could have save scummed your way through that tournament, but like, yeah, I would never do that. Why do they always get scared in this one spot? There must be some kind of villains. Oh, you know what? I bet they're right behind this thing. Yep, there they are. Ken and Pantsman's been playing Greedfall? Nice. Yeah, I want to play Greedfall. I really liked the two most recent games that Spiders did. I liked Mars Warlogs and I liked Technomancer. And I'd really be interested to play Greedfall. Hold on, we want to do this. Oh, so we have a new slot now. Okay, so what do we want to put in it? We have 5 things equipped right now. We need 2 points in this branch to unlock. We currently have... Cat and Pantsman didn't realize that Spiders did that game? Yeah, it's they certainly have like a style. Okay, so that's 1 point there, but these are all maxed out. So we have to buy another skill off of this tree. I don't know. I don't really want any of these. Let's just buy another thing. We're really screwing it up if we're not min-maxing this, though. We'd basically have to waste a skill point on a thing we're not going to use. Garrison, you do multiple playthroughs as well? Yeah, I'm the kind of person, just to give you guys an idea of like where I stand with that kind of stuff. When I play a game the second time, I'll make the same choices. Or at least I won't go out of my way to make a different choice. Because I'll only make the choice that I would would really make in that situation. I'll never do it like, I'm doing an evil run, I'm doing a good run. Like that, I only play a game the way that I would make the decision. Yeah. So like for me, yeah, the interesting part is not knowing everything the developer made, but rather knowing what my story ends up being only, and never knowing anything else. Brewing, heightened tolerance. Heightened tolerance is probably good at this point because we use a lot of potions now. Every known level 1 alchemy formula increases max toxicity by 1. That's good, and that's good. Potion overdose threshold. Let's do this one first. And we're just gonna put this in the unoptimized tree. So if I take this out, oh wait, take this out. It doesn't detract from our stuff. It just makes it not perfectly, you know, perfectly nice looking. We won't get the extra bonus. Yeah, crossbow I don't care about. Adrenaline thing I don't care about. I guess we could get one of these. But we can't equip anything until level 22 now. So we got a long way to go. I probably should have looked at these first. Well, doesn't matter at this point. So, Captain Pantsman, did you play Technomancer and Mars Warlogs? Because those were good. They were good games, and Spiders is not like a huge studio, so it's always impressive the way that they make those big universes, and they're like well put together RPGs. I think both Mars Warlogs and Technomancer were like B+ games. You know what I mean? Like they had like certain flaws in them. But they were really good for what they were, I thought. Kind of Hanson saying you played them a fair while back. Yeah, I have not played through either of them. I played the first like 20 or 30 hours of both.
How are you keeping, Bobby? Monsieur Zoltan, your old brother? What's this?
Oh,
haven't even drunk our water. Naughty bird. Now repeat. Savory crackers.
Oh, we already read that one.
Nose is too small.
Oops. Oh, wait, we do want to put something in here. What do we want to put in here? These two things. You know, saying first playthrough of Mass Effect, you did Paragon, and you heard your gameplay in Mass Effect 3? Yeah, but that's the interesting part to me. The interesting part to me is usually not getting what is supposed to be the intended ending or intended like
The
effect.
faculty of Oxenford University is honored to grant Julian Alfred Pancratz, Viscount de Letonov, the title of Master of the Seven Liberal Arts.
Yeah, because like it's the same in screenwriting, like where when something goes perfectly for the character exactly as they planned it, it's a lot less interesting than when something goes badly. The measure of a person is how they react to a situation that isn't going ideally. So I always think it's more interesting when like, oh, I failed out of this quest and I'm playing the whole rest of the game without even knowing what would have happened in that quest. But yeah, I certainly understand the other perspective. I, obviously respect everyone else's opinion of like playing the game the way they want to do it. But that's just the way I play it. I've always done it like that. So because Zoltan like organized everything, I think he put all the items back in their shelves. So now we can like loot everything again. This is pretty good. I think there's a third floor. Yeah. Alright. Will we finally find Dandelion? Ooh. Big ol' room. How many hours would you say, Captain Pantsman, that you are into Greedfall? I'm pretty curious about that one. The slaughter of Sintra. The cavalcade of riders pounded across the blood-soaked courtyard. They looked at no one and asked no questions. They knew exactly where they were going and why. To kill the old queen and capture the Sintran princess. As to what would become of her after that, no one would say. Calanthe and a group of her most loyal subjects had barricaded themselves inside the castle. They were protected by stone walls and a gate sealed by a spell. But they all realized neither would last long against a concentrated assault by the Nilfgaardian army, and the mages supporting it. After 4 days, enemy soldiers forced their way inside. Yeah, I think I already read that one. Ken Advancement saying around 10 hours in. Nice. Taking it real slow. Yeah, that's the way I like to play. Well, as you probably know, it's the way I like to play my RPGs as well. Just enjoying every little bit of it. Ken Advancement saying if you enjoy Witcher and Technomancer Mars Warlogs. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be getting Greedfall for sure. I remember there was some like news articles about it, like certain aspects of the game. That I thought was interesting, although I forget what it was now that I'm thinking about it. I forget what like the draw of the game was. Why am I saving? Well, we might as well. Here we go.
Ah, you're back! You met Poppy? She ought to start talking any day now.
That Field Marshal Duda's replacement? The Marshal was a parrot, you do remember, right? Where'd you get her?
At auction. Some mage's estate went under the hammer. Witch hunters and the Eternal Fire joined forces, staked out his place and rounded the sorry sap up. Put his things up for sale. Happened to be passing by and saw this out. Came with her own cage.
How could you resist?
Could they? Weren't possible. Ah, but Dandelion's what matters now. So, how'd you do? Learn much?
Women on my list hadn't seen Dandelion in a while. All claimed he had been acting strange. Also mentioned he'd been seeing someone else. Thing is, Mystery Woman wasn't on my list.
What's she supposedly like, this lass?
Blonde, from Kovir. A Troberitz, apparently, named Kalanetta or something like that.
That makes it clear as crystal. It's Priscilla. Aye. Must be her.
Who's this Priscilla?
A Troberitz, like you said. Quite popular of late. Picture Dandelion with a pair of tits and you've got the general idea.
Interesting image. So how'd Dandelion handle meeting his female double?
I think he fell in love.
What can I say? Could be he finally met his match.
She's his match, all right. Maybe more. Laddie's head's on fire. Lassie's got him whirling.
All right. Guess we gotta talk to her.
Priscilla works for the Mummers troupe. Reynard and the Foxen. Whenever they're in town, she performs nightly at the Kingfisher.
Mean we've been sentenced to an evening of poetry?
Must you always? This'll be true poetry, Geralt. You'll see.
Nice. Alright, let's go meet Dandelion then. In the Kingfisher Inn after sundown. I guess this is after sundown. Here it's saying when you write, you make it so the hero struggles, and then you make a reveal or kill a character so the reader hurts a bit. Yeah. It always makes it interesting, I think, and as a person who enjoys the art of film editing, the juxtaposition of concepts is always interesting to me, where it's like seeing, like, if I experience everything the developer put in the game, then I'm having the same experience that everyone has with the game. Because most people are gonna, you know, try and get the optimized run or whatever. But if I play it in such a way that I miss very specific things and miss out on entire portions or fail something and have to live with that, then it makes it like truly unique in my view, or at least less common of a playthrough. It's like a personalized run.
You look familiar.
So now we want to go around. There we go. If this is the lady I'm thinking of, she's gonna have like a different colored eye or something.
Ah, here already. Come on, let's find some arse rests. Should start soon.
These scars long have yearned for your tender caress, to bind our fortunes. Damn what the stars own. Rend my heart open, then your love profess, a winding, weaving fate to which we both atone. You flee, my dream come the morning. Your scent, berries tart, lilac sweet. To dream of raven locks and twisted, stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep. The wolf I will follow into the storm, to find your heart, its passion displaced by our ever-growing, hardening into stone. Amidst the cold, to hold you in a heated embrace. You flee, my dream come the morning. Your scent, berries tart, lilac sweet. To dream of raven locks and twisted, stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep. I know not if fate would have us live as one, or if by love's blind chance we've been bound. The wish I whispered when it all began, did it forge a love you might never have found? You flee, my dream come the morning. your scent, berry star, lilac sweet. To dream of raven locks and twisted stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep.
I know him! 'Twas him murdered some Temerian boys back at White Orchard.
Silence, woman. We've come to hear music.
A murderer? There's a war on. Some die.
Oh, please, argue this out elsewhere. Squabbles and rows again. And I was told this was a decent establishment.
If I know Geralt, he risked his noggin to save someone else's arse.
Save, you say? He murdered folk.
Don't let him provoke you.
There's the door. Settle this outside.
Come.
I wish to listen to music. Music!
Cultural capital of the world? The fuck it is.
Permit me to introduce this here's Priscilla, known also as Calinetta, as lovely as she is talented. And this
is Geralt of Rivia, I know. Dandelion's told me a great deal about you, and I've listened with bated breath. Don't be surprised. After all, doubt I could think of a more fitting subject for a ballad than a witch's love for a sorceress. Or should I say, sorceresses.
Seems Dandelion was meticulous in telling my story, down to personal and insignificant details. Did he offer anything about himself, like where he was going?
Splendid. Very funny, truly. So, see you later. Not here. Come with me.
There a reason for all this sneaking around?
An excellent one. When last I saw Dandelion, he told me he was planning a heist. Siggy Reuven's vault.
Sheeped up.
And I've not seen him since.
Reuven. What's he like?
Tall, fat, dangerous as hell.
Limp in his gait. Left leg.
Sounds like a lame rock troll.
If trolls were devilishly intelligent and had a flair for crime, yeah, I'd agree.
Dandelion breaking into a vault. I'd sooner expect him to choose a life of celibacy.
True. Forgot to pay for his wine to Passaflora once. And made awake the next 3 nights worrying about it.
Any idea what got into him? Do you have debts he needed to pay off?
Claimed he was helping someone. Urgent matter that couldn't wait, he said.
This someone, Dandelion mentioned their name?
No. But if I know Dandelion, it's her name he failed to mention. As he failed to mention her slender waist and ample bosom.
Let me guess. Attempted heist was a failure.
Well, he's not driven up in a gilded carriage laden with jewels, so I should think so. I've asked after him everywhere, but it seems an army of tongue-stealing cats has overrun the city. I learned only that he raised a ruckus at Whoreson Jr.'s lair. Then Whoreson's men chased him all over town.
Whoreson Jr. Doesn't ring a bell.
Biggest prick in Novigrad. Not literally, but...
Got it. You're not a fan. But what did he do to you?
Try the whole town. He's one of 4 bosses who control the city's underworld. The others being Siggy Reuven, Carlo the Cleaver Varese, and the King of Beggars.
A rascal. At least he didn't cross the church as well. Bring that venerable institution into it. I'd be in deep then.
Here I go again, rushing to Dandelion's rescue. He ought to pay me a salary.
Whoever he is, I sincerely doubt he's in the mood for jokes. Nor am I, in fact.
Relax, I'll get him out of this. Gotta talk to this Whoreson first. And Siggy Reuven. Know where I might find them?
I don't know about Whoreson, but Reuven runs a bathhouse. Careful, though. He's a dangerous character.
So am I.
I don't doubt it. But Dandelion's not. I beg you to hurry. Let me know as soon as you learn anything.
Well, I've got bugger all to do here. Heading back to the Rosemary. Got Poppy to feed. And then I suppose I'll wait. See if our warbler don't come home on his own. Take care now.
Oh, we completed the quest. Where's this thing I just picked up? Oh, here we go. Letter to Dandelion. My dearest Dandelion, since you told me of your plan to rob the city's kings of crime, I can think of nothing else. Several times I've wished to talk to you, to drive this mad notion from your head, but you're never at the Rosemary in time when I visit. I hope the lesser evil is true and you're busy preparing for the heist and not avoiding me. I want to believe, that this entire matter is about something more than mere gold and midlife hunger for adventure. But either way, I would much prefer you abandoned it. Surely you can find another way to solve your old friend's problem. We both know quite a few folk in Novigrad, many of whom owe us favors. Perhaps it's time to call them in? Think it over before you get in too deep. Gangara saying you like to do multiple RPGs because it's the same way with writing. Yeah. No, that's a cool way to do it. I agree.
Geralt.
Tell me, you and Dandelion, how'd you meet?
At a poetry tourney in Ellender. Naturally, I'd already heard much about Master Dandelion. And it proved true. At first, I thought him a bloated, narcissistic buffoon.
Just at first.
Well, only cows don't change their minds. I changed mine when he came to congratulate me. Never expected he could lose so graciously. Dandelion can be irritating, I shan't deny it. Yet, I also know he can be fair and noble at times. Well, I very much doubt I could bear to have him around were it not so.
I see. I get it. Take care now.
I guess for me it's like, ultimately, it's about having true consequences for your actions. Like, if you have the understanding that you might be able to go back and do something over again in an RPG, then there's not truly a consequence for what you do wrong or right. It's just a choose your own adventure story where you can turn the pages to wherever you want. But if you decide beforehand, there's no way that I can go back and change this, then you're really playing for pink slips. So yeah, it's just the thrill of like, that's how life is, you know? In life, you don't know what would have happened in the alternate. If you did this versus if you did that, you don't know. And I think that's what's pretty cool about playing an RPG with like, it's like playing Iron Man mode, you know, where like you can't bring back a dead person, can't do anything. Like if it turns out the way you don't want it to turn out, that's just the way life works. But yeah, I totally understand the other perspective as well, of like understanding the artistry of what the developers did and wanting to see which ending you would like best and all that stuff. I totally understand it. Okay, so let's see. We want to go this way.
They're brained, all of them.
Actually, we probably don't need our horse. I like that musical segment, but it was weird that like it was like they cut it into multiple sections or something, so it would like keep stopping. Did you guys hear that? Where it was like the music was stopping in the middle, like as if it was like loading up the next audio file or something. It was really jarring. It was kind of weird. Go to the bathhouse, talk to Siggy Reuben. Oh, I remember. We found this spot, but we couldn't go in. Okay.
Anybody there? Open up.
What's the fuss? The bathhouse is closed.
Need to talk to the owner. I know he's here.
I'm not sure that matters, as he's terribly busy.
Busy? With what?
Entertaining important guests.
In that case, tell him there's another one at the door. Geralt of Rivia. And I'm not leaving till I see him.
Very well, I shall try. Please wait.
Siggy Reuben cordially invites you to join him. I'm happy. The meeting is in the baths. We will pass through the dressing room so you can leave your clothes.
Let's go.
You make this robe here. Your equipment will be safe.
Ooh, I'm gonna take all these plants. Yeah, I was saying I love Dragon Age so much because there's so many different classes and ways the game can end. Yeah, I liked what I played of Dragon Age. I'm really interested to play those games on stream for sure. Because yeah, it seemed like the kind of thing I'd be into for sure. A lot of stuff. Cool universe too. Oh, okay, now we're a naked guy.
Splendid. Siggy Reuben awaits in the next room.
Hey, Whitehair. Nice bug you have.
You were right. He doesn't blush. Think you're funny?
Aye.
And Junior cut off his hand and ordered them to shove it
I'd
up
give
the
you a
corpse's
discount
arse.
for heroic.
And then he sent the body back
Bigger
offering
as well.
just a bit more.
Yes? Go fuck your mum's tits.
Does it look?
Easy, Cleaver. Orson Jr.'s a dead man. I'll have my scribe send you a notice.
You don't have a scribe. And we'll eliminate Junior when, and only when, all of us say aye. Reuben, your guest.
Why the fuck you let him in here? Because I want to talk to him. This is Geralt of Rivia.
Good to see you again.
As always, I'm out the swiping loop. Who the fuck are you?
Got something to discuss with Dijkstra. I mean, Siggy Reuben.
I think it can wait.
Yeah, probably can. Got intruders. Someone just snuck inside the bathhouse. Several men.
What the fuck's he on about? Plowing fortune teller?
Assassins! Please, no! Ah!
Bloody hell. I fucking knew it.
Any weapons tucked away?
Just a few. First ever party with my prick hanging out.
Alright, let's fight. In the bathhouse.
Leave it to me.
We need one alive!
Leave it to me.
work, gents.
Terribly sorry for that incident. My security failed. I'll get to the bottom of who, why, and how.
They were Whoreson scum. That's the bottom of who and how right there.
Don't start that again. Especially not in front of our guest.
Who pranced in right before they attacked. Coincidence? Why do I doubt it?
Let's give him a chance to explain.
Not gonna introduce me to your friends?
Good thing Happen's not here. He'd tan the hide on my arse for being so rude. Francis Bedlam you know, but then who's not heard of this patron of the fine arts and supporter of entrepreneurs of limited initial means? And the dwarf's Carlo Veres, known also as Cleaver. Carlo's in entertainment, mostly.
I'm looking for Whoreson Jr.
Interesting.
What do you want with him?
Junior's gonna help me find someone.
Whoreson's not helped a soul in all his miserable life.
I'll ask him nicely.
See, Cleaver? Perhaps if you'd not called Junior an uncle fucker and asked him nicely, he'd have showed up today.
Gentlemen, you out of your fucking minds? A chat session? Whoreson's out to get us, and he'll succeed, eventually. We've got to kill him first. So by all means, you sit here, soak, fart, and watch the bubbles rise, while I send my boys to Whoreson's hidey holes. They'll make some noise, flush the bugger out. And you, geriatric, or whatever your ploughing name is, want to find Whoreson? Find me first.
I need to find Whoreson. Now looks like I gotta get to him before Cleaver does.
Cleaver won't find him easy. Junior's good at hiding. He's got peasant smarts.
Look at the time. Good luck in your search, Witcher.
I'll call on you tomorrow, Francis. We'll finish our chat.
So how about we get dressed?
Sure. Then we'll talk. In private. Right mess that was. Never thought I'd be glad to see the man responsible for my taking frequent baths.
If you're any cleaner for it, gotta say it was worth breaking your ankle.
It healed poorly. Can you believe it? I must soak it in hot water at least 6 times a day now. Failing that, it bloody pounds like the bells of Beauclair at dawn.
I had my reasons. Your leg would be fine if you hadn't gotten in my way.
I see. Well, I promise you that if I could go back in time, I'd do things quite differently on Thanedd. For example, I'd have my men kill you instead of just tying you up.
Listen, Reuben. No, Dijkstra. Just not in the mood for your code names, passwords, and other bullshit. I'm here on specific business. If you want to listen, listen. If not, I'd rather you spared me your wit and threw me out now.
What's the harm? Talk.
Think Cleaver will find Whoreson?
He might not. But he'll burn down half the city trying. What waste? Leave him to it, I say. Work alone.
Any ideas?
Junior's got areas of the city where he's strong. Penetrate them, look around. But be discreet. None of this speed and fury and swinging your steel cock about.
Pretty clear you and Bedlam don't want a war with Junior. Why?
Let me tell you what I told King Vizimir time and time again. War doesn't solve any problems. It breeds trouble. Trouble you then have to solve by other means. Make no mistake, someone's behind Whoreson's actions. I'll not end him until I know who.
Your partner's aware of your past? They know you're Sigismund Dijkstra, former head of Redanian intelligence?
Cleaver, Bedlam and Junior. Well, I'd call them my partners if we'd built a mill to grind flour for the folk of nearby hamlets. But we just need to stay out of each other's ways, agree from time to time. That doesn't make us partners. Do they know who I am? Was. Bedlam, sure. The others most likely suspect. But we just don't talk about it. No need to.
Makes sense to ask around, I guess. Junior might be in hiding, but he's got to be collecting income. Couldn't afford to cut himself off.
Gambling. That's his big earner. Junior controls the largest casino in town. I'll never forget. Hierarch Hemmelfart raised all kinds of hallowed hell there once. Bugger bet lost his ruby ring. Then there's the arena in the city's bowels. Betting scheme generates near as much as the casino. They're always looking for hired muscle there. Suppose you could always search Horson's house, though I doubt you'll find him there. Maybe some clue, though.
Where's Junior's casino?
Near the Temple Watch Towers. Horson's got naught to do with the casino officially, so careful what you say. Try not to arouse any suspicions.
Arena sounds promising. Where's that?
Sewers beneath Gildorf, but you'll have to enter through the bits. Endure the stench of poverty on the way. Now, Junior loves a good fight. Wager he'd give a lot to see a real Witcher in action.
Mentioned Horson's got a house. Where is it?
Solid townhouse on Temple Isle, just on the other side of the bridge. Wouldn't wager me knickers on finding him there. Junior's not that stupid.
See if I can't find Horson at the casino or the arena. Might talk to Cleaver as well, though.
Do what you will. Just be cautious. Horson's expecting payback, I've no doubt.
Thanks for your help, Dijkstra.
Just go, Witcher. And if you can't find the slimy bastard, come and see me. I know him well. Might figure something out.
You in contact with Radovid?
See, you're as witty as ever. No, I'm not in contact with him. I'd prefer it remained that way.
Never quite forgave you for conspiring with Philippa Eilhart?
Radovid doesn't forgive. Not anything. Not anyone. And especially not the sorceress of the lodge.
Philippa Eilhart. Had any news?
Just good.
Meaning?
After Radovid popped her eyes out, she disappeared without a trace. If I've any luck, she's finally eating dirt.
Thought you two were close.
We were, until Philippa sent assassins after me.
From master spy to master criminal. Interesting progression.
Why? Truth be told, they're awfully similar. Both about maintaining a net of informers, being tough in negotiations, bribing officials, the occasional assassination. Same old shit.
Yeah, except you used to do that in the name of some ideal. And now?
Now I've decided I've slaved enough for ideals. It's time I worked for myself. And thus far, it's been going rather well.
Ever play Gwent?
I do. Gwent's like politics, just more honest. Care for a game against an old master?
There we go.
Yeah, let's play.
You're saying this has an Assassin's Creed feel? Yeah. It's kind of like the very dim, like candlelit room, hearing about like underground doings and goings on. Definitely feels like Assassins. Alright, let's see if we can get this guy now. That's good. We probably want to get rid of one of these. Make way for some kind of worse card. Oh, we got a double. Okay, that's good. Got him. Uh-oh. Alright, well, we can get out of this, but number one, let's put this guy in. Oh, he passed. Okay. Alright, we're in a good spot. I would like to be able to scorch him, though. Let's see what else he puts out. So we're not going to be able to get a duplicate of this, so we shouldn't do these guys. Let's do Siegfried. Okay, we're going to scorch him now because we don't have any other stuff that we can do. Alright, ready for this? Uh-oh. Crap! Damn it, tasted my own medicine there. Alright, it seems like he has nothing now. Clear weather. Alright, well. Got him, baby! Good stuff.
Not bad. See you don't have Esterad Tyson in your deck. Here, he's yours.
Thanks. Know anyone else I could win some cards off of?
I know an elf you might try. Got an excellent card in his deck. You'll find him beyond the city walls, where the Scoia'tael stragglers have their shanty town.
Big city players. Esterad Tyson. That was a blue card. Where's Esterad Tyson? Oh. Not affected by special cards? Okay. Cool. Ladies and gents, I'm going to be right back with more coffee and more Witcher 3. Hang tight to see more game in just a second. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everybody, to The Witcher 3 and to the channel. If you don't know what you're watching right now, this channel is called The Voice of Nick. On here I stream 3 times a day, 7 days a week. The games we play are all story-focused games, and I don't talk over story or cutscene moments, but these are what we call ultra-blind playthroughs, so I do, of course, request no one utilize their pre-existing knowledge of the game. Now, if you want to see what's happening on the channel, you can type !games in the chat. You'll get a full list of all 4 concurrent gameplay series going right now, including The Witcher 3. And if you want to see something really cool, then type !Tokyo in the chat. We're going to be in Tokyo, Japan in a mere 14 days' time. And I'm going to have a live streaming backpack doing a whole bunch of cool stuff from there. So get hyped, ladies and gents. That's going to be a heck of a time. Let's jump back in it. Gaming Art, thank you for posting that coffee break command as well. If you're hanging out in that chat still, then post some !hype in there for some more Witcher 3. I think we're going to find out more about Dandelion. Let's give it a shot.
Got a minute?
I do. What do you want?
Listen, Dandelion's missing. Any idea what might have happened to him?
Same thing that happens to anyone who steps on Junior's toes.
Meaning?
He's surrounded by splendid virgins who ply him with sparkling wine and pastries stuffed with nightingales' tongues. Come, Geralt, what do you think's happened to him? I reckon he's at the bottom of the Pontar, trussed up with the strings of his own mandolin.
Loot.
Far as I'm concerned, he might as well be rotting down there with a goddamn trombone.
Seem a bit prickly. Something bothering you?
Sorry. I know I've been unbearable lately. But at my age, the menopause, what with hot flushes and violent mood swings?
Dijkstra, men don't get menopause. You know that, don't you?
Yes, you moron. I also know you don't actually give a shite about my problems. What do you want?
You got me. Need work. Thought you might throw some my way. Monster trouble, that sort of thing.
Yeah. Might be able to help me, in fact. And if you did, why then I might be inclined to ask after Dandelion. Establish what happened to him.
I'll get paid on top of that, right?
Nothing for free, eh? Did you bargain this hard when Emma wanted to hire you?
No idea what you're talking about.
You are the worst liar I have ever known. Glad I don't need you to win a poker game for me. But we've chatted enough. Yeah, I'll pay you. Count on it. So, can I count on you?
Maybe I can help. What do you need?
I'd rather show than tell. Picture's worth 1,000 words and all that tripe. Ah, and you do realize, if you say anything about what you see here to anyone, it'll mean a razor between your ribs.
Figured as much.
Excellent. One last request. Oh, let's call it what it is. A command. Don't draw your sword unless I ask you to. Be so kind as to follow me.
Cool. Wow, what's this mission we're on right now? Is this like a specific thing? Oh, follow Dijkstra. There we go. I love they're just calling him Dijkstra now. Good stuff. Welcome on in, DJ Precarious, into the stream. Can we get an exclamation mark high for DJ Precarious joining the show? What's your favorite thing you're looking forward to doing this weekend, DJ Precarious? I hope your night is going well. We are playing The Witcher 3. Where's my torch? What are you doing, Geralt? What are you doing? There we go. Here we go. Give me all this stuff.
White wolf. Oh, Bart, not again.
Bart.
Bart, stop that, now.
Bart, mad. Bart makes Ziggy lose, Jorfin.
Beating your head against the wall won't change that.
Bart, hard. Bart, less thinky. Bart, less thinky. Bart, sadness.
Where'd you get the troll?
From Zerrikania. Won him. Card game with a camel merchant.
Your jokes are getting better by the minute.
See me smiling? I'm dead serious.
But I bumpy horses. Hot there. Siggy but take. Good Siggy.
Don't seem to have trouble communicating with the troll. Why'd you bring me down here?
Take note of that hole. We'll come back to it later. And see that door? Vault behind it, until recently filled with Novigrad crowns and countless other valuables.
But God, then boom! Jorfun go!
Translating into common, someone fucking made off with nearly 20 tons of my gold, and all the lighter stuff. And you will help me get it back.
Why don't you handle this? Gotta have connections in the underworld. What do you need a Witcher for?
The gold wasn't mine alone. See, I run a members-only savings club, a bank for the initiated. For reasons that should be obvious, I prefer it if my temporary liquidity problems remained private. So I need an outsider.
How do you know you can trust me?
I don't. Counting on your survival instinct. Slip up, and I'll kill you. Feed you to Bart.
But sorry. But job that good.
Fine. I'll help you.
You're not exactly bursting with enthusiasm.
Witcher mutations. They strip us of emotion. I'd be jumping for joy otherwise. All right. Ought to look around. But first, some questions.
I'm all ears.
Can you understand? We're going to the underworld to fight Hades. There you go. Something's down here.
Anyone see what happened?
Other than Bart? No. And the vault's location is known only to the treasure's co-owners. Well, and the thieves.
What about upstairs? Anything unusual happen in the bathhouse the day of the break-in?
No. Happen swears it was calm as ever. The usual customers, no incidents. Bloody bucolic.
How much was it all worth? Got an approximate idea?
Why the fuck do you care? Figuring your finder's fee. Don't get your hopes up.
Know you too well for that. Just prefer to know what I'm looking for.
3 crates of Nilfgaardian florins, a chest of emeralds, rubies and topazes, silver candlesticks and platters. I could go on.
Shiny Jorfun. Oh, God.
Take it the thieves got in through the hole behind you.
You're a regular fucking master sleuth. Any other brilliant deductions you want confirmed? The year, maybe? Bloody name of Redania's king?
No. But I am wondering, for instance, how that hole got there.
Hole no. Boom. Hole. Bad look won't go. Bad look no. Only sleep. Bad shrooms. Head falls.
Bad mushrooms? What's that about?
Pops mold. The spores are highly toxic. One whiff and you're dead. Unless you're a troll, that is.
Yes. Bad. Bad troll.
Not talking to you, dimwit. Where was I? Ah, mold spores. They cover the walls of the sewers other side of the vault. Actually thought it was a good thing, you know? A bit of extra protection. Thieves found a way through it.
Bart, you see them?
Bad through hole. Want see boom. Got what? Breathe. Shroom. Sleep go. Your phone gone. Bad troll.
Now. Stiff upper lip.
Boom. Can you elaborate?
Boom. Big. This like.
I'll elaborate. Explosion. Big enough to blow that fucking hole in the wall, separating the vault from the sewers.
Gotten pretty good at communicating with this troll.
Lots of prior experience. Worked with idiots my whole life.
Try to track down the thief yourself?
Of course. Hired this lummox, Fons. Thick enough not to ask questions. We knocked back some Pop's antidote and entered the sewers. Soon after, I returned alone.
What happened?
Lad started belching something horrendous. I mean, burps with so much mass the walls shook. Told him, Fons, stop. You're in the presence of a count. Well, former count, but still. And then he puked up. Up came most of the antidote. Lost his protection. Tried to pull him out. Then I heard a bubbling. Something crawled out of the water. I value the lives of my men, I do. But I value my own even more. Dropped Fons and ran like hell.
Mind describing this something that crawled out of the water?
No. Doesn't mean I can, though. Air in the sewer's thick with spores. Can hardly see a thing down there.
Must have noticed something. Was it...
No! Didn't notice a fucking thing. Didn't do a taxonomic field analysis either. I know it's an inconvenience to you, but I felt I should get the hell out of there as fast as I could.
Should look around the sewers. Got any more of that Pop's antidote?
I've a few vials left. Got the formula too. Disgusting swill, to be honest, but it'll save your life. Here.
Thanks.
You've naught to thank me for, literally. You're no good to me if you suffocate. Listen, I'll be upstairs if you need me. Sight of this empty vault's giving me an ulcer. Good luck to you.
Alright.
Dandelion, what the hell have you gotten yourself into?
Garrett saying bad English, but still understandable. Yeah, I like this character. I think he's a good guy. Wow, there's a lot of items upstairs. A lot of plants.
Hey Bart, got a minute?
Minute. But no minute got. But rocks got. Rocks want?
I mean a minute to talk.
You mean? But nice.
One more time. Can we talk?
Siggy you like. Talk me with.
Anything suspicious happened before the robbery?
Suspicious. But no understand.
Something not normal, something strange. Maybe you saw, felt, heard something?
Yeah, yeah. But here, a piece,
What kind of hissing was it? Like a snake?
No, a piece other, not animal all that.
Right, so like what?
Like, rock?
A hissing rock. Mm-hmm. The hissing, where did it come from?
But his here in that tree.
What?
Where but turdy them.
All right, let's change the subject.
Good. But time got your fun go. But God, now nothing.
Why do you like Siggy so much?
Siggy good. Siggy can't take part.
He locked you up, alone, underground. Don't get bored down here? Not much to do.
When but not much do. But think. Lots.
What about, if you don't mind my asking?
Rocks.
Rocks?
Rocks interesting.
Thanks for your help. So long.
Long. Long. Long.
That was pretty great. I like this guy.
Edges curled out. Something inside blew it wide open. Wall too. Bathhouse drain pipes seem to converge here.
Ladies and gents, that is going to do it for The Witcher 3 today. Thank you everybody for joining the show. We got a whole bunch of stuff done today. We failed out of a Gwent tournament. We beat another guy in Gwent, so we kind of ended up equal there. Did a whole bunch of stuff. We're still on Dandelion's trail, though. This guy's hard to find. Guys, if you want to join for a raid, then stick around. We're going to be raiding in just a sec. I'll post that raid message in the chat, so get your raid messages ready from the messages that show up there. Now, if you don't know the channel you're watching right now, it is called The Voice of Nick. On here, I stream 3 times a day, 7 days a week. The games we play are all story-focused games, and on here, we call these ultra-blind playthroughs. So I don't talk over the story or cutscene moments, but I do request no one utilize their pre-existing knowledge of the game or franchise. If you want to see more of what happens on here, you can type !games in the chat. You'll get a full list of all 4 concurrent gameplay series going now, including The Witcher 3. And if you like what you saw today, don't forget to hit that follow button before you head out. Up top, you see that follower goal of 6. We're currently at 1, so we're getting there, guys. The channel's going to Tokyo in a mere 14 days. I'm going to have a live streaming backpack in Tokyo, Japan. So you guys are going to see a whole bunch of crazy stuff. It's going to be a really great time. Get excited for that. !Tokyo in the chat for more details. Now, if you like the channel, you want to support the stuff that I do, or you want to contribute to the upcoming Tokyo trip, consider subscribing. Subscribers get a whole bunch of stuff on here, including the Voice of Nick emote, legendary status in the chat and Discord, 200 meatballs, higher chance to win in the heist minigames, and ad-free streams. Another great way to support the stream or to support the upcoming trip is to cheer. On the cheerleader boards this week, we have in 3rd place Azur Tundra with 600 cheer. That is a purple level cheer. Thank you to Azur Tundra. 2nd place is Amelia Wherever with 1,000 cheer. That is a teal level cheer. Thank you to Amelia Wherever. And 1st place is Easy Novi with 1,033 cheer. That is a teal level cheer as well. Thank you to Easy Novi. Thank you to everybody who supports these streams. It is very highly appreciated. You're directly helping these shows to get better. Every single day, I improve at least one thing about this family of channels. And speaking of the family of channels, outside the Twitch channel, we have a whole bunch of stuff going on as well. You can type !YouTube for the YouTube exclusive Danganronpa playthrough series that's been going 4 times a week for the last few months. Or you can type !podcast if you want to hear the weekly free podcast that I created to help you guys with your Twitch channels. You can also find that. It's called the Twitch Playbook, and it's on iTunes, Spotify, all the major podcast platforms. You can find it by searching on those as well. Now, let's jump into a raid. Thank you, Gaming Hour, for posting that raid link. And let's see if we can't find a channel to join here. Let's look around Twitch, see if anybody's playing some cool stuff. Now, we like to copy down that raid message. You can see that raid message in the chat there. We copy that thing down, we paste it into the stream that we're joining, so we can all be a part of that raid. Thank you to iStealth for the host as well. We're about to be ending the show, but if you're hanging out in that chat, iStealth, then definitely we would love to have you in our raiding party. Let's see here. What do we got here? So the way we do our raids here is that we always raid somebody who's playing a previous game in our playthrough series, so as not to see any info about games we're currently playing or any games that we plan on playing in the future. So let's take a look, see what's going on. Is anybody doing... Nope. And nope. And possibly? Yes? Okay, good. Let's take a look at this. Aha. Okay. We have a couple options here. We're going to join one of these streams here, and don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, that we want to post that raid message into the chat. So we're going to go say hi to somebody that we actually just very recently met. This is, if it loads. There we go. Gameu Guy, who I believe we just met yesterday or 2 days ago, very recently. So let's jump in there. Gameu Guy is playing Dragon Quest XI, which is an amazing game. As most of you guys who have watched that gameplay series know, we love it here on this channel. So he's playing the Switch version, which has a whole bunch of new additions to it as well. So you guys are going to see some new stuff on there. And guys, will see you all next time. We have more streams coming up tomorrow, but until then, everybody, thank you for watching, and bye-bye. Don't forget to post that raid message when you get in the chat.